You know, I often think about how loud our world has become. Not just the noise from cars or phones, but the constant chatter inside our heads, the to-do lists, the comparisons, the endless scrolling. We live in a time when silence feels uncomfortable, even unnatural. But here's the truth I've learned: stillness isn't the absence of noise. It's the presence of peace. When I was younger, I believed productivity was the key to happiness. If I could just do more, achieve more, I'd finally feel fulfilled. But the more I chased, the more exhausted I became. My mind was a crowded room, and there was never space for me to just be. One day, during a particularly stressful week, I decided to take a walk, no phone, no music, just me and the sound of the wind. At first, it felt strange. My mind kept racing, replaying old conversations, future plans, worries. But somewhere along that walk, something shifted. The noise began to settle. I started noticing small things: the rhythm of my steps, the warmth of sunlight on my face, the way the air moved through the trees. That was my first real experience of stillness, not forced silence, but an awareness so full, it felt like time slowed down. You see, cultivating stillness doesn't mean escaping the world. It means learning how to return to yourself in the middle of it. It's about choosing to pause, even when life is pulling you in every direction. When we're constantly reacting to notifications, opinions, expectations, we lose the ability to respond with intention. Stillness gives you that space. It's the quiet moment before a wise decision. It's the breath between impulse and clarity. Let me tell you something I've noticed after years of mentoring people. The ones who find peace aren't those who have fewer problems, but those who have learned how to pause. They've built small rituals of stillness, journaling in the morning, sitting by a window in silence, sipping tea without distraction. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. And here's the paradox: when you start cultivating stillness, the world doesn't actually get quieter. But you do, and when you quiet the inner noise, you start to see things as they are, not as your fears paint them to be. Ask yourself, when was the last time you sat in silence? Not to wait for something, but just to listen. Not to what's around you, but what's within you. Stillness teaches us that not every thought deserves our attention, not every noise requires a reaction. It's in that silence where truth often whispers. Sometimes, that whisper says, "Slow down. You're exactly where you need to be." One of my mentors once told me, stillness is not the reward, it's the path. I didn't understand it then, but I do now. Every moment of awareness, every conscious breath, every pause before reacting, that's how we reclaim our peace. So, today, I want to challenge you to find 5 minutes, just 5, to be still. No phone, no background noise, no agenda. Just breathe, observe, and be. Notice what happens inside you. And if it feels uncomfortable at first, that's okay. That's the noise leaving your system. That's you remembering what it feels like to be human again. Because in a world that tells you to move faster, stillness is an act of quiet rebellion. It's how you return home, to yourself. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who might need a reminder to slow down. And don't forget, peace isn't found out there, it's cultivated in here. Until next time, take a deep breath, and keep walking your path with calm and clarity.